Hello friends, this is Yusuf here. Welcome to part 9 of our AWS Serverless Crash Course. So here I just made some points of what we are going to do in this video, next video, probably the final video. Okay. So here in part 9, our objective is to create a policy for put item because we are going to create an item into the table. Okay, and then we're going to write a new lambda function, the code itself, the JavaScript code to write the new data in the DynamoDB. And then obviously we need to attach our new policy which we created in step 1 to this lambda function, and we need to test it in the console by giving dynamic inputs. So that's going to be the objective for this video. And once we have done this right, now we are ready to connect this with the API gateway post endpoint, and we'll test from our AWS console this API gateway endpoint. Then we will try to deploy the API and test it from Postman. So it's going to be the objectives of this video, next video on this series. Okay, let's jump in. So I'm just going to the console. So as we go by step, let's create a policy first. Okay, because anyway we need that. Let's go to services and then click IAM. So this time we are going to write the record, right? Again, we can control the policies in many ways. So here either you can give a granular access, or you can give like any kind of read, any kind of update like that. So it depends on your necessary. So let's go create policy, and let's click DynamoDB, and we are looking for a write access, but in that specifically something called put item. Okay, it's for like writing only one record. And the resources section, obviously we can specific the resource of adding the ARN AP Southeast 1 and to-dos. Okay, review the policy. And here okay, let me give this one. This is called put to do DynamoDB. Okay, okay, create the policy. So this policy you can also create using a JSON format that you can go through the documentation. Okay, each policy can be described in the format of JSON. Cool. So now we have done the first step, which is creating a policy for creating item into the table. Now then we're going to create a lambda function. Go to lambda function, create a function. So this is going to be create to do. We said put post to do. Okay, let's stick with the same name, post to do lambda create function. Let's give it some time. So here we still use the same AWS SDK. Everything is same. So what will be different is actually the parameters. Okay, so last time we did db.scan and gave the parameter. The parameter is nothing but just the table name last time, but this time we need to have the payload. So payload is nothing but the data we want to create, and then it will proceed further as usual. So let me make it bigger. So let's do our initial part. We don't want this async context and callback. As usual, we need these two imports. I'll copy it from our. Okay, let's do it. What is it? Yeah, const AWS is equals to require AWS SDK, and const db is equals to new AWS dot DynamoDB of. In parameter we need to specify the region, which is going to be AP Southeast 1. Then version is going to be 2012. I think it's 08 12 or 10. I hope so. Let's check that once. Where I had it. Okay, 2012 810 is correct. Okay, cool. Fine. Now we don't want these things. Let's remove it. As usual, you're gonna have a params, which is going to be JSON. So here we're gonna have the table name. We need to tell what table we are targeting. So to do's. Okay, and then we're gonna have something like item. Okay, I hope it's item. Yes. So it's going to be a JSON. It's going to be a JSON. So this is the item what we're going to insert. Okay, and this item JSON should be in the DynamoDB JSON format. Okay, so DynamoDB JSON format is nothing but the column name. So I'm going to say to do ID, it's my column name, and I can't provide the value directly. Instead of that, I need to create an object, and inside that object I will say it's going to be a string, and that value going to be like ID underscore. I want to have a random string, so I'll say math dot random. Okay, it will give some random number. And the second field is going to be to do name, and it's going to be a string of value. I say that new to do. Okay, I'm hard coding it, okay, just to see how it works. So to do description, it's going to be a string. I say new to do description, and we have a to do completed. And assume while creating a to do, by default we want it to be false. Okay, so it's going to be a boolean, and say false. So this is our data. It's in the param section, so it's ending here. So let's come down. We just say db dot put item, and it takes the params, and then it takes a function with error or data. It's callback function basically. And here if we have a error, then we'll console log the error, and do a callback with error. Okay, fine. If there is no error, basically we want to do okay, here the data will be null actually, so I'll say in the callback I say there is no error, and I will return a JSON with success no true. Okay, now let's save this. So if we test, automatically we'll get an error because we have okay, let's add event post to do create. Okay, so if we test this right, we'll get an error. We are expecting that error. Oh, okay, so it should be boolean. It can be a string. So save it, test it. Okay, now we get the access denied error because we know we need to do the next step, which is going to be adding a new policy to the Lambda function. Let's go to permissions, click the role, wait for it to load, click attach policies, and we put, what was the function name, create scan put to do. Okay, put to do attach policy. Okay, it's done. It is done. Come here. Now let's try to go to configuration because we see the result easily here. Test. So we got a success true, which means if in API gateway is our last API gateway. Let's reload it again. Oh, got signed off. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to test it again. Okay, because if it is added, now we should be able to see the third to do, which is nothing but our this one. Okay, new to do and blah, blah, blah. Okay, now let's make things a little bit interesting. So what I mean is so everywhere is signed off. Okay, let's go to the Lambda function, post to do Lambda. So whenever if you execute right, it's going to create the same to do item. Okay, but I wanted to dynamically inputted. Okay, so here instead of giving the value hard coded, I'm going to rely on the event object. Okay, so we can pass the input to the event object, right? So here I'm going to say event dot name. Okay, to do name basically, and here I'm going to say event dot description. Okay, so now we are expecting an event object to have a name and description, so which means we will save this and then go to the test case and then configure the test event, and we say we gonna need a name dynamic to do, just a fancy name, and some description. Okay, we just save it, and yeah, we're gonna test it. So we get success true again, so which means if you go to API gateway, oh, it often reloads, I don't know. Okay, so if you go to DynamoDB, I'm not sure why it's getting reloaded very often, but anyway, so let's go to DynamoDB. Tables, to-dos, items, and we got the dynamic to do and some description is alright. Okay, so I think that's what we want to cover. So we created a policy, we created a new lambda function, and we attached the new policy, and then we made the input dynamic. Okay, so now this lambda function will create record if the event object contains name and description value. So obviously if you guessed it right, so in the next video we are going to call this lambda from the API gateway, and we will pass the request body which will come to the event payload, and then we will start creating the data directly into the database, and then we'll deploy and then test, so on. Okay, so yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.